Sometimes you accidentally bite your lip, skin your knee, but in a matter of days, the wound heals. Is it magic? Or is there another explanation? Every day, every hour, every second, one of the most important events in life is going on in your body. Cells are dividing. When cell divides, they make a new cells. A single cell divides to make two cells. And these two cells then divide to make four cells. And so on, and so on. We call this process cell division and cell reproduction, because new cells formed when all the cells divide. Most of the time, when people refer to the cell division, they mean mitosis only, as the process of making new body cells. And they leave aside the process of meiosis at the type of cell division that creates sperms and eggs. Welcome again in biology program, and today you are with me, Mr. Darwish. My dear students, what I want to know from you is the meaning of the words cell division. Can you try, my dears? Why not? Please listen this voice again. Cells are dividing. When cell divides, they make a new cells. A single cell divides to make two cells. And the two cells then divides to make four cells. And so on and so on. So now I'm waiting for the meaning of the word cell division. Yes, Rashid? Try, please. Try. Good. For good trying. And you tried the best. Is the process by which parent cells divide into two or more daughter cells. Cells are the most basic unit of life, and every living organism is made up of one or more cells. These cells reproduce by copying their genetic information and undergoing cell division, where the parent cells give rise to two daughter cells. So now, let's look on the types of cell division. My dears, how many types of cell divisions are there? Yes? Try, Jamila. Nice one. Can we clap one for Jamila, please? Good. There are two types of cell division. The first one is meiosis. Can we say again, please? Meiosis. Wonderful, my dears. And The second one is that mitosis. Can we say together, please? Mitosis. Well done, my dears. But today we will start with the meiosis process. Again, meiosis. Good. What do you understand by the term meiosis? Can you tell me the meaning of this word, please? Yes, Hajara. Try. Nice one. Can we clap two for Hajra, please? Good. Thus, meiosis is the process deals with the production of sperms and eggs in individual who can reproduce sexually. Can we say again, please, my dears? Meiosis is the process that deals with the production of sperms and eggs in individuals who can reproduce sexually. That deals with the production of sperms and eggs in individuals who can reproduce sexually. My dears, try to answer the following question, please. Identify the specific sites by which meiosis takes place in the body of the human being. Yes? Try, please. Well done, Yasir, for good trying. Can we clap three for Yasir, please? Yes. Good, my dears. Meiosis takes place in the testes in male. And in the ovaries in female. These we call gonads. This process reduces the number of chromosomes by half. In this case, when a sperm fertilizes eggs, the zygotes that results a full set of chromosomes. Let's see the following example. Okay, my dear students, let us now see how meiosis process leads to the formation of gametes. I mean both male gametes and female gametes. So you are given with a double capital letter T stand for male parents, and also you are given with a one capital letter T with a small letter T, one stand for the female parents. So let us proceed. So here we write solution, and we put double capital letter T, and we are going to cross with one capital letter T with a small letter T. This one represents a parents. If we call them a parent, so we imagine that within there is a, if this is a male parent and if this is the female parent, within their body there is a gonads, a special site whereby gametes are produced.
So within a gonad there is reproductive cells. There is reproductive cells which are in haploid number. I mean set of chromosome in each parent now before meiosis taking place are in diploid number. I mean 2n, and even here are in 2n. I mean 46 number of chromosomes before meiosis process. So if that's the cell now, they undergo meiosis process. This one will segregate here, and this one will segregate here, and this one will segregate here, and this one will segregate here. So what we see, we are going to make a gametes. We are going to make a gametes. So this one is the gamete, and this one is the gamete, and this one a gamete, and this one a gamete. So we make gametes cells by meiosis process. So through meiosis process, we are able to make gametes. So what do we see here? Initially, we have a cell with a diploid number of chromosomes. I mean a full set of chromosomes which are in 46. So now we are going to reduce the number of chromosomes. So what do we see here? Each male gamete now will possess a half number of chromosomes which are 23. And even this one, the number of chromosomes is 23, and this one, the number of chromosomes is 23. So what do we see here? Each gamete will possess a haploid number of chromosomes instead of diploid number of chromosomes. That's why you say meiosis process is reduction process. Why? We are going to reduce number of chromosomes from 46 to 23, from diploid number of chromosome into haploid number of chromosome. That's all, my dears.
My dears, meiosis consists of two successive divisions, which are meiosis I and meiosis II. The first meiotic division consists of prophase I, metaphase I, anaphase I, and telophase I. Can you repeat the word, please? Prophase I, prophase I, metaphase I, metaphase I, anaphase I, anaphase I, telophase I, telophase I. Wonderful, my dears. So now, I want to share with you a wonderful thing, which is, before meiosis I starts, the cell goes through interphase. In this stage, parent cells prepares for cell division. That's why this stage is called the preparatory stage. A lot of preparation taking place in this stage. Can you identify the occasions taking place in this stage, my dears? The first one is chromosomes appear at the thin chromatin threads. Good. Clap 2. Thank you. Another one is that cell organelles such as centrioles and mitochondria replicate. Well done. Well done. Good job. Good job, my dears. Now, can you tell me the function of centrioles in meiosis? Who can try, please? Yes, Khalid? Try, please. Wonderful. Wonderful, Khalid. Khalid said, the centrioles deals with the formation of spindle fibers. Good job, Khalid. Khalid said, the centriole deals with the formation of spindle fiber. Good job, Khalid. Another challenge is that, can you identify the function of spindle fibers? Yes? Try, please, my dears. Yes, Sabra? Try. Good. Can we clap 2 for Sabra, please? Thank you. The function of spindle fiber is to carry the chromosomes during meiosis process. As we know that chromosomes are immovable structures. So how can move from one place to another during meiosis process? By the helping of spindle fibers, the chromosomes will move from one place to another within the cells during meiosis process. In these stages, chromosomes are housed in the nuclear membrane. And lastly is, in this stage, nuclear envelope still in place. After passing this stage, the cell now enter in the first stage of meiotic division, which is prophase 1. This is the longest phase. My dears, can you mention the occasions taking place in this stage? Yes, try. The first one is the chromosomes shorten and become more visible. Good. The next one is the homologous chromosome pair up. Wow, nice one. It is followed by the centrioles has migrated to the poles. Excellent, my dears. Excellent. Another one, the nuclear and nuclear envelope disappeared. And lastly, spindle fibers form. Thank you. After this stage passed D, so now let's go to the another stages, which is metaphase 1. Can you tell me what happens in this stage, please? Yes, Asha. Homologous chromosomes arranged around the equator of the cell, while spindle fibers attached on the centriole. After this occasion, let us see what will happen in the next stage, which is anaphase 1. My dears, in anaphase 1, we see the spindle fibers pull up the homologous chromosomes toward the opposite poles of the spindle. After seeing what happened in this stage, so now let us go directly to the last stage in meiosis I, which is telophase 1. My dears, can you predict what will happen in this stage? Yes? Try, my dears. Very good, Hajra. You tried the best. The chromosomes reach their destination. I mean, the ending points. For thus, the spindle breaks down and disintegrates. My dears, can you tell me why this happened in this stage? Yes, try, my dears. Very nice. The reason behind is that, as we said earlier, that the function of spindle fibers is to carry, or we may say to hold the chromosomes so as to move from one place to another. And here we see that they already reached in their destination. So there is no need to be here. That's why they disintegrate and disappear. Thank you very much. This stage, it is followed by nuclear membrane. After that, it is followed by the nuclear membrane reform around each set of chromosome. And the cell constricts across the middle and divides into two daughter cells. A process called cytokinesis. This is the last phase in the first meiotic division. In this phase, the number of chromosomes in each cell is half. This is the last phase in the first meiotic division. In this phase, the number of chromosomes in each cell is half the chromosomes number of the origin. That's why the first meiotic division is called the reduction division. So now, the two daughter cells enter in interphase and immediately enter the meiotic division too. my dear students and other viewers. So now, let us move in the second meiotic division. The first meiotic division leads to the separation of homologous chromosomes, while the second meiotic division is to separate the chromatids from one another. My dear students and other viewers, both Meiosis I and Meiosis II have the same common stages. Thus, before the cells start the meiotic II, they pass through preparatory stage, which is interphase II. Before cell enter meiosis II, they pass through preparatory stage. But in the second interphase, no further DNA replication. After passing this stage, now the cell is ready for entering in prophase II. Now, I want you to try to explain the occasions taking place in this stage. Yes, try please. Well done, my dears. The centrioles replicants. Good. New spindle fibers are formed. Wonderful, my dears. Here we see that the same things has happened in prophase I. The next stage is metaphase II. My dears, can you tell me? My dears, can you tell me please what will happen in this stage? Ali? Try please. Good, Ali. The chromosomes migrate to the equator of the spindle fibers. That's all what happened in this stage. So, let us go in another stage, which we call anaphase II. The centromere divides and spindle fibers pull the chromatids to opposite poles of the cell. This stage is followed by telophase II. The spindle fibers break and disappears. Then the centriole replicates. After that, the new nuclear membrane is formed around each set of chromatids. The cells divide into two. You should note that meiosis results 4 daughter cells, each with the haploid number of chromosomes. My dear students and other viewers, after explaining more concern with the meiosis, let's now link how meiosis leads to the formation of gametes by viewing the following diagram. Here we have a spermatogonium and ogonium. We start with the spermatogonium. After the spermatogonium undergo maturation, will form a primary spermatocyte. The primary spermatocytes with the diploid number of chromosomes then undergo the first meiotic division to produce the secondary spermatocytes. Both secondary spermatocytes enter in the second meiotic division to form 4 spermatids. The spermatids formed later on will differentiate into the sperm with the haploid number of chromosomes. After viewing on the spermatogonium, now is the time for ogonium. The ogonium undergo maturation to form primary oocytes with the diploid number of chromosomes. The primary oocyte formed will enter in the first meiotic division to form 1 secondary oocytes and 1 polar body. So both secondary oocytes and the first polar body will enter in the second meiotic division to form 2 ootids and 2 second polar bodies. The 2 ootids formed will differentiate into ovum with the haploid number of chromosomes. My dear students and other viewers, here we see much how meiosis process is very necessary in gametes formation. So now let's look and learn on the function of meiosis. The first one is meiosis leads to the formation of gametes. That is the great role played by meiosis process in our bodies. My dear students and other viewers, after learning a lot concerned with the meiosis, so now is the time of task. Our task today is that. Question number 1. What is meiosis? What is meiosis? B. What will happen if meiosis process will fail to take place in our bodies? What will happen if meiosis process will fail to take place in our bodies? C. Meiosis is said to be reduction process. Give reason. Question number 2. Name the function of the following structure in meiosis process. A. Centriole. B. Spindle fiber. The third question is matching item question. Here we have a list A and we have a list B. So I'm starting with the list A. A. Meiosis. B. Type of cell division. C. Telophase. D. Meiosis occurs into E. Interphase. F. Metaphase. G. Anaphase. H. Prophyst. I. Meiosis takes place into J. Meiosis results. So now let's look on a list B items. Number 1, 4 daughter cells. Number 2, there are 2. Number 3, preparation stage. Number 4, gonads. Number 5, 2 saxifol stage. 6, make sperm and egg. 7, nuclear membrane disintegrates and disappear. 8, spindle fibers disappears. 'Chromosomes arranges at the equator of the spindle fibers. 10, centrioles move to the poles of the cells. That's all, my dears.
Up to here, thank you very much, and thank you a lot for good attention and good cooperation. So, thank you very much. Have a nice day.